Good day everyone, we are the next presenter. I am Trisha Perez and I'm with the St. George Journal. Today we're going to discuss the environmental safety and hazards. So first, what is environmental safety? Environmental safety refers to the practices, processes, and policies aimed at reducing the environmental impact of workplace activities. Environmental safety is about keeping our air, water, soil, and surroundings clean and safe. We need to protect the environment to ensure people can live healthy lives. Pollution and other dangers in the environment can harm our health and the planet. So, there are four main types of hazards we will talk about today, which are physical, chemical, biological, and ergonomic hazards. So, first, physical hazards. Physical hazards are dangers that come from natural forces or energy like weather or accidents. Physical hazards are dangers that arise from natural or man-made sources. They include risks such as extreme weather, which can lead to floods or hurricanes, and radiation, which may come from nuclear facilities. For examples, hurricanes not only damage property, but can also lead to injuries and long-term disruptions in communities. Next is chemical hazards. Chemical hazards are dangerous substances that can harm people or the environment, like toxic chemicals that can contaminate the air, water, and soil. Chemical hazards involve harmful substances that can adversely affect health. These chemicals can be found in industrial environments or everyday items. In an industrial setting, workers might be exposed to a toxic chemical that can cause serious health problems. Recognizing and controlling these hazards is key to protecting public health. So next is biological hazards. Biological hazards come from living things like bacteria, viruses, and insects. Biological hazards are those that involve pathogens such as bacteria and viruses. They can spread rapidly, especially in crowded settings. For example, the seasonal influenza causes significant illness every year, and the recent COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the global impact of biological hazards on health and economies. Next is ergonomic hazards. Ergonomic hazards are problems that happen because of how people work. Ergonomic hazards are related to the design of work, tasks, and environments. When workstations are not set up properly, workers may develop repetitive strain injuries such as carpal tunnel syndrome. For instance, a poorly designed office desk can lead to neck and back problems over time. Similarly, improper lifting techniques in industrial settings can result in serious back injuries.
Now, we will discuss the risk assessment and management. Ang risk assessment, ito yung unang hakbang sa pamamahala ng mga panganib. Ito ang proseso ng pagtukoy, pagsusuri at pag-evaluate ng mga posibleng panganib at ang mga epekto nito sa ating kaligtasan. Dito natin titignan kung anong mga hazard ang pwedeng magdulot ng problema at paano ito makakaapekto sa ating kalusugan o sa ating environment. Ang risk management naman, ito yung dito pinapatupad ang mga hakbang para maiwasan ang mga panganib. Kabilang dito ang paggamit ng mga safety measures, protocols at protective equipment. Kasama rin dito ang pagsunod sa mga regulasyon at batas na magpapakontrol ng mga risk. And now we will discuss the pollution and control measures. One is air pollution. Ang cause nito, ang air pollution ay nagmumula sa emissions ng mga sasakyan, industriya at ang pagsunog ng mga fossil fuels. Effects, ito ay malaking epekto sa pagkakaroon ng mga respiratory problems, smog, acid rain, and syempre sa global warming. And paano natin ito makokontrol? Kailangan natin ng stricter emission standards, pagpapalaganap ng clean energy, at mas mahigpit na regulasyon sa mga industriya para makontrol ang air pollution. And number 2, water pollution. Source nito, ang water pollution ay sanhi ng industrial discharge, agriculture, runoff, untreated sewage at mga oil spills. Ang epekto nito is dahil dito nagiging kontaminado ang tubig na iniinom natin. Nasisira ang buhay ng ilang mga yamang dagat at nagkakaroon ng waterborne disease. And yung paano natin ito makokontrol, para magamot ito, ginagamit ng mga proseso ng mga filtration, chemical treatments, biological processes, at pagtatayo ng wastewater treatment plants. And number 3, soil pollution. Source is, ang soil pollution ay nagdudulot ng industrial waste at mga chemical mula sa agrikultura. Effects is, nagiging sanhi ito ng pagbaba ng fertility ng lupa, kontaminadong mga pananim at pagkasira ng ekosistema. Recommendation is, para maayos to, gumamit tayo ng bioremediation, phytoremediation at mga chemical soil treatments para ibalik ang kalidad ng lupa. And last, noise pollution. Cause ng noise pollution, ito ay nagdudulot ng ingay mula sa traffic, industriya, construction at malakas na tunog ng musika. Effect is, ito ay nagdudulot ng hearing loss, stress at pati na rin mga cardiovascular disease. Mitigation, para mabawasan ito, pwede tayong magtayo ng noise barriers, gumamit ng mga mas tahimik na makina, mag-set ng regulasyon sa working hours at magtanim ng mga green spaces sa mga urban areas.